Moving on for you, UK summer is over and Prince William has returned to royal duties, but with a surprising new look.
Let's bring in royal editor of the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers in East Sussex. Good morning, Rusty. He's still rocking the summer stubble. That's not very dapper for the young royal, is it?
Well, no, good morning to both of you. Well, I mean, Tim's hit us off on a bad note about the summer ending in the UK. And then we've got Prince William's beard, which has caused quite a stir today. I thought he looked rather dashing, to be honest. I don't mind the stubble on him. I mean, it's not the full-fledged beard that we saw him sort of geeing up the British competitors during the Olympics. He's got a bit of a designer stubble going on, but it was all for a good cause today. He's sort of speaking more about his homelessness project here in the UK, trying to change the stigma of homelessness. And, you know, if he's getting the message out there and we're all talking about it, then it can't be a bad deal.
I like it. I think it looks really good. And I think as well, Rusty, if you're follically challenged up top, let it grow down low.
Oh, OK.
Not that low, but you know what I mean. Let's move on. Let's turn to that royal rift. The latest headline is that Harry won't return to his UK duties unless he gets an apology from his big brother William. If it hasn't happened yet, surely it's never going to actually happen, though, is it?
Well, I think you're right there. I mean, gosh, how many times have we been sort of across this detail about will Harry come back? Won't he come back? Does the King and Prince of Wales want him back? I'm sure, you know, there needs to be a bit of a time passing before they invite him over for Christmas dinner. Now, listen, Harry has said privately to people close to him that if the family wanted him in their hour of need, and it has been a pretty tumultuous time this year, the King's cancer treatment ongoing, the Princess of Wales being out of duties, of course, for her own cancer treatment, he would be willing to come back in a temporary measure. But listen, I think Harry is trying to make a good go of it in America. It's been a faltering start for him and Meghan, but I think he's pretty determined to try and see it out in the States.
So he's also said that if the King asked him, he would be willing to take up a temporary role.
Well, I think the other issue is it doesn't matter what the King really may say. I mean, that may sound slightly ludicrous, but the issue is really with his brother. I mean, the relationship is so fractured at the moment. We saw just a few days ago Harry had come back to the UK despite bemoaning that his treatment by the British government, saying that he was sort of worried about coming back home because of his security situation. But they were both in the same church for a memorial service for their late uncle, and they didn't speak to each other. So that tells you the fractiousness of this relationship. And I think if William has got anything to do with it, then Harry certainly won't be welcome back anytime soon.
Yep.
I think Harry's one thing. Meghan, getting her back to the UK might be a completely, you know, another issue. Speaking of Meghan Markle, her luxury brand isn't doing too well, Rusty.
Well, listen, it's gone from sort of bad to worse for Meghan, you know, being dropped by Spotify, the Netflix deal potentially in the balance, but American Riviera Orchard, the very, very snazzy tagline that her new venture has taken, has had a bit of a faltering start because it hasn't got the trademarks that it wanted. And this is a little bit embarrassing for Meghan, because if you can't keep on top of your admin, what can you keep on top of? And I think that, you know, she's been asking her celebrity friends to sort of Instagram pots of jam, but whether she gets it into the stores and, you know, a bigger business project remains to be seen. It doesn't look too good at the moment.
It doesn't. All right, Rusty, it's always great to chat to you. Enjoy your holiday. Time to grow that holiday beard.
Yes, come back with stubble, please,
You never know. You never know.
Thank you.
Thank you.